someone and not saying I was not even close to the player LeBron is, but it would bother me, Skip. Just imagine if somebody, I got the name Big Play Shea for a reason. And then all of a sudden somebody say, well, man, you know what? Dude make more plays than, you know.
Okay, I got it, but nobody ever said that
But I'm saying,
you.
but I'm saying though, Skip, I'm trying to imagine, yeah, it would bother me. Now, I don't know if I would say it publicly, but he clearly, it bothered him enough that he wanted the voice. I love the fact that no matter how great LeBron is, and I don't say think how LeBron is, he never lets you forget that he's human and that he's willing to share those emotions. I think sometimes we think because athletes, because I can jump high, I can dunk, I can shoot, I can throw, I can tackle, that I'm not human and I don't have the same emotions that a normal person that does not do these things at the elite level does. And he's saying, no, it bothered me because Kyrie, although we didn't align, I thought Kyrie had enough respect for me in my game. Skip, you don't get to where LeBron has gotten to. You don't have the numbers and the accolades without being clutch. It's impossible to achieve what he's achieved without being clutch at some point.
Here and there?
No, more here, not there. Because, Skip, I just read you the numbers. I mean, if he's not clutch, how does he have more game-winning shots in the playoff than everybody?
Well, he doesn't have that many, and he has played 1,525 total games. That's a lot of games.
Skip. So
he's got 7 in you know, going on 1,600 games.
So let me ask you a question. If LeBron is winning by 30 points, is there an opportunity? If LeBron is losing by 15 points, is there an opportunity to have a game-winning shot? So, Skip, you just can't say, okay, and what happened when he didn't take the shot? Okay.
Well, thank you, because countless times he has run from the late-game free throw line because the stats scream at you. He's a terrible free throw shooter late in games.
If Kyrie said, you know what, sometimes I didn't pass LeBron the ball because, you know, I was afraid that he was going to take an ill-advised shot and not drive the ball. Okay, I get that. But this wasn't about free throws. Okay, it's been established. LeBron is not a historically great free throw shooter.
Well, he's historically the worst.
Okay, fine. You want to say that. But one thing he's historically the best at, last-second game-winning shots in playoffs. Nobody is better. What's Jordan's? Jordan got more buzzer beaters. Kobe?
Who would you rather have the ball in his hands at the end of the game?
Skip?
Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron?
I
think it goes 1, 2, 3.
LeBron got more game-winning shots than both of them combined.
Well, what are the game-winning shots in playoff games? So you got the shot heard around the world where he took the inbounds pass on Turkoglu. He just had to turn and shoot it. He hit.
Okay,
he made it.
He got Orlando.
That was the first one.
He got
Chicago was the mad Kyrie play.
You do realize, Skip, they were down 2-1, right? Because they could have been down 3-1. So that was a lot of pressure, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And the play was called by David Blatt for, ironically, Kyrie Irving, because David Blatt thought Kyrie was more clutch than LeBron.
So in other words,
and to LeBron's credit, I always tell you, when he gets mad, he is at his best. So he got mad and said, "Hell no."
So he took a play that wasn't designed for him and made it and made something great out of it. Not a whole lot of guys can do that. So in other words, he got off script and made a masterpiece.
Yep.
Okay, what about Indiana?
Okay.
Did he have a shot against Indiana?
He hit a left-handed layup on George Paul.
That's a game-winning shot.
Okay, but it's just a left-handed layup at the buzzer.
Is he a game-winning shot? Okay, what about the other
6'9".
Okay, what about Toronto?
Okay, first was the Jimmy Butler. That's a regular season game. So we go Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, well, actually, the Pacers was the next one.
Yeah, we had another game.
And the Pacers are all down there complaining because LeBron goaltended Oladipo, and he grabs the ball and goes down and shoots and makes one at the buzzer.
No, we got time.
They're like, okay. And then Toronto, he dribbles the length of the floor because Ty Lue did not call a timeout, which was smart. And then he's running to his left and tries to shoot back to his right and accidentally backboards it in. Nobody would try to bank that shot because there's no bank left.
Yeah, because the
bank is closed.
He knows.
And he accidentally nicked the backboard and it went in.
Skip. He knows that rate of speed.
I give you those.
He can't shoot it directly in because he's going too hard.
Of all those, including his regular season buzzer beaters, that's 7 total in 1,525 games. That's 0.005%. Countless times he has pulled up and taken long jump shots and missed them because he didn't want to have to drive it.
So Jordan has never missed a shot?
He's missed a bunch of them, but not like this guy. So we don't have time left to go through all the shots that he made. But even in the previous, just the playoffs we just saw, the all-time was LeBron Game 2 against Denver. He just stood there. He froze because he was 1 for 6 from the field in the fourth quarter and 0 for 3 from the three-point line and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. They call the play for LeBron, and he just freezes. Rondo said, I locked eyes with him. He did not move. That's outrageous, and you're giving him a pass for this, and AD took him off the hook by running completely across the floor to take the inbounds back.
I wouldn't let him off the hook had you give him as much praise as when he does something bad, you give him criticism.
Okay.
Because you forget about the Washington series. He had two shots that ended up winning the game in one series. And you remember he had Gills on my podcast. Bron tapped him in the chest. He said, now, you know when you miss these, you know that's your, you know what, right? He did that, right? That's what he did. He what, 20 years old, 21 years old, doing that. He did that, right?
All right, but who made the shot of shots to win him a Game 7 ring against Golden State at Oracle? It was Kyrie Irving.
But, Skip, you do realize that LeBron had, the last, 8 points before that point. Those threes, he had 2 threes, the layup. And what got Kyrie is that shot never received the credit as the block. The greatest defensive player in NBA history. Kyrie ain't even got the greatest shot in NBA history. That's blown Ray Allen.
That's all the blind witnesses in the media. All the apologists.
Skip, you know that's the greatest defensive play.
But
name a better defensive play.
It was a bicycle build for 2. JR cut him off at the pass and made him pull up. He was going to dunk it, and he had to sort of pull up. Iguodala did and try to lay it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Did you see what JR did?
Hey.
It's a big assist to JR. Look at JR undercut it.
He's a JR.
JR got there first.
Skip.
You can't take credit for this.
Think he got him a layup.
Look at JR. JR stopped him first.
I just won games.
Yeah. It's just an assist to
What
JR.
did Iggy say? Iggy said, I don't know where he came from. He said, I left him at the other end.
So why would LeBron be so stung about something that shouldn't matter to him? If he's as clutch as you say and everybody else seems to say, then he should just sleep the night away and forget about this guy. Remember, Kyrie left him because Kyrie did not want to play with him anymore.
Okay, that's fine, Skip. That's fine. And guess what? Him and KD are butt heads, and they'll part ways. But let me ask you a question, Skip. There's this thing like disinformation getting out, and it gets repeated, and people start believing it. So you have repeated this. And people have
backed it up repeatedly.
No, Skip.
I'm trying to give you a break without going over all. I got a whole list of shots that he missed. We could go on the rest of the day talking about it.
Jordan says, I've taken 3,000 shots.
Yep.
I've missed way more than I've made. Okay.
Do you know how many countless times LeBron has passed the ball up? How many times to Kyle Korver? That's one where you could have closed that deal in Game 3 in your house against KD. And he's got Iggy one-on-one, and he says, I'm afraid to go to the basket. I don't want to have to shoot the free throws.
Somebody else passes the ball. Michael, Magic, Larry pass the ball. Somebody hits a shot. That's smart. That's a basketball player. LeBron does the exact same thing. The only difference,
Tell me he's the GOAT.
Okay.
Okay. So what about Game 1 at Oracle in 2018? He's got Steph on a switch on him, and he scored 49 points, many of them from outside the lane. He's got the hottest playoff hand I've ever seen him have. Just take a dribble, take one dribble, and pull up and shoot it.
Let me ask you a question.
Again, you're down 1. You could walk off.
When Jordan passed that ball to Steve Kerr, how many points did he have?
That happened one time, and he went over to the sideline, and he called the play himself. He said, Stockton will come to me, and when he comes, you're going to make, and it was like a free throw.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Who's taller, John Stockton or Steph Curry? So you mean to tell me a man that jumped on Melvin Turpin, 6'11"?
Okay, but they were going to leave Steve Kerr wide open at the free throw line. It was a free throw.
Kyle Korver was wide open.
Okay, but Kyle Korver has never even tried a shot of that magnitude. What do you want? Do you want the GOAT, says you, to drive the ball and get to the free throw line, or you want Kyle Korver from the deep corner taking a 3?
Let me ask you a question.
It's ridiculous.
Proud of him hitting
Take the shot,
Proud
LeBron.
of Steve Kerr hitting that shot in that moment. How many other moments has Steve Kerr attempted a three-pointer in the playoffs in that moment?
Well, I don't know. He was really clutch because he was as clutch a free throw shooter as you will ever see.
So you make it seem Kyle Korver is Ben Wallace shooting the 3 in the free throw line, right?
But you want LeBron at the free throw line, or do you want Kyle Korver from the deep corner? Because that's just silly. And you're up 2 with 53 seconds left.
Kyle Korver has shot 60% from that corner 3. So 6 of 10. He was 60% from that corner 3. I'll take Kyle Korver.
Okay, the point is, LeBron James was not born with the clutch gene, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And this hit him. Why would he?